Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com and I'm back with another video. Now today guys, we're going to be looking at a shoe that was dropped off to me from the good people at Reebok. Guys, I can't thank you enough. I appreciate the support, the videos and everything. So thank you Reebok for sending these over. Again, just can't thank you enough. But today they dropped me off a shoe that hasn't released yet. It has a couple days before it comes out, but I want to get an early look so you guys get an early look. Now the shoe we're going to be talking about is perfect for fall, especially with the sports that go on in this season and the color scheme. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the Reebok Question Mid in the Gridiron colorway. Now this colorway is kind of a what if sneaker. What if AI kept playing football? I'm getting that same Georgetown colorway, so maybe what if you played football for Georgetown instead of basketball? Or kind of going to his favorite team. By no means my favorite team whatsoever, but AI's favorite football team is the Cowboys. I have to give him a pass on this one because I may not like the same team, but I will say the colorway's done very well, and you can excuse you this time, AI. Just, shoes dope. But if anyone knows the story, or if you don't know the story, AI's first love wasn't basketball, it was football. Now he played football in high school, and from all accounts he was extraordinary at it. Sorry, I can't speak. And he didn't want to play basketball, but his mom drugged him into a basketball tryout / practice, and he didn't want to be there. They said he went kicking and screaming, but once he got there and noticed that his friends were there that he played football with, he was more enticed to stay. Now, ended up playing for the basketball team. I guess you almost want to say the rest was history. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame basketball player now. Played football in the fall, basketball in the winter, and I think by all accounts he was actually drafted pretty heavily by D1 schools in football. But again, he went the basketball route, and we have AI as we know him now. But what if he didn't? Like, what do you play for the Cowboys? What do you play for Georgetown? And I think maybe it's just kind of a coincidence and just kind of a happy accident that both Georgetown and the Cowboys share those same color scheme. They just worked out. Now, when it comes to the Cowboys, I was looking up an article he did, or an interview that he did with Fox Sports back in 2017, just talking about his love of football. And a lot of people asked him, like, why aren't you a Philadelphia Eagles fan? I mean, come on, like, why not? Turns out that his mom was a big Cowboys fan, and he kind of followed suit. His mom was who he looked up to, and he really just gained that love and became a fanatic of the Cowboys, even to this day. So it all makes sense. The shoe makes perfect sense on both the college side and the pro side. Now, with that, even though, like I said, I'm really not a Cowboys fan whatsoever, I can look past that because, again, the shoe's done so well. I mean, we'll start just from one of the more iconic pieces of the question, and that's going to be the toe box. Now, I'm going to get closer pictures for you guys, but this toe box is done with some of the best suede I have ever touched on a sneaker. This really, by far, the best toe box I've ever felt on a question. But also, I mean, I have to say this rivals a lot of other sneakers out there. This is in that conversation of like New Balance suede. Like, that's how soft this bad boy is. Now, again, and you also have that same thing all of us reviewers do when we get the shoe is like, let's see if it changes colors when you do it, when you move your finger across it. Done. And that same suede goes across the rand of the shoe, so you have all across the medial side, behind the heel, all across the lateral side, and it's all so nice. Like every piece they didn't skimp on anything when it came to this suede. Now, when you get past the suede to the top portion of the upper, you're gonna have this silver, more grayish material, but it has like sparkles in it. Now, I did take a picture with my phone with the flash, and it does seem to have a bit of a reflective quality. It's not like super bright, but you can definitely tell there's a little bit of reflective quality to it. So it's not a leather we're looking at. This is more like a textile, like a man-made material that they use for the upper. It works because they put such a premium material down here, and they want to put something a little bit more eye-popping up top. Works in my opinion. Now you're gonna get your vector symbol here on the lateral side. It's gonna be done in like a dark navy with a white outline, and same deal in the medial side. So nothing too different there. Most of the time we see that same setup. We're gonna have our gray rope laces. No extra laces in this pack, but I really don't see a need for any extras. This gray works perfectly. I wouldn't put blue in here. It would just, I think, overtake the rest of the blue on the shoe if you did that. But then you're going to have your normal question tongue done with the gray on top with your vector symbol here in the navy blue and white outline. And then the open sailed tongue, the portion at the bottom. So very similar to what we typically get. You're gonna have your question logo on the heel done in navy blue. You're gonna have your 3 done in the gray and navy here as well. And you're gonna have piping along the shoe that's done in a lighter gray than you'll see in the upper. So just a little bit lighter, matches the shoestrings just to give it that little bit of pop without, again, changing too much of the colorway. You're gonna get your Reebok and your eyelets done in a navy blue with white and, no gray, they're done in gray letters, just a real light gray. So you have that, again, pretty typical of the question. But some things you'll see different here are gonna be the sock liner. Because the sock liner is way, I don't want to say furrier, because it's not a fur clearly. It's still just the I don't want to say, well, I don't know. It's a cloth material, but if I look at this one, and then we put, let's say, the OG suede toes next to it, there is a definite change in materials. Like this one's almost like winter ready, fall ready. It looks like it's a bit more cozy than you're getting a typical question. So it's a little bit different there. Doesn't feel like extra thick. I mean, it feels again a little bit more cozy than you would get in the normal question, but not, yeah. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't wear this any time of the year. But again, darker colors, a little furrier in the inside, makes it fall ready clearly. You get the same deal on the back of the tongue as well, so it kind of follows suit throughout the entire shoe. But then we're gonna get this out of here real fast. You know, with the insole, sorry, it's stuck in there, guys. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have the insole done just like a football field. We have the Iverson logo, the I3 logo here, but then you're gonna have the patch. It looks like you would see on the bottom of like an older football jersey. But back when Reebok had football jerseys, I want to say this is very similar to the patches they had at the bottom for like the size tags and everything. You'll see like at the bottom portion of the jersey. And it says that it's engineered by Reebok to exact specifications of serious athletes. The name at the bottom has Bubba Chuck, which is Allen Iverson's nickname, 96 for the year, the question, of course. And of course, you're gonna have the Reebok logo, the question logo. So this is that's pretty cool. I mean, I love the attention to detail. The past few questions I've looked at has had some great attention to details, and it's been pretty fantastic. Oh, well, knocking the shoes down, guys. Let me pull a second shoe out. Let me see if there's anything different. And nope, same insole, so nothing different there. And we'll get down to our midsole next. We're gonna have a silver midsole. And again, I like the fact that it's a matte silver. It's not just popping out at us. They're not trying to make it just too shiny. They kind of, again, follow suit with the upper and the midsole here, just kept it kind of toned down, but still eye-catching, if that makes sense. Now we're also going to have the representation of the hex light. Now these of course aren't going to be real hex light units. These are just pretty much for aesthetics to show that they do have hex light, and you're going to have the actual hex light unit that's slabbed in the heel here. You can have, this is a real hex light inside the shoe. Now, one of the cool parts about this sneaker is the outsole. It's translucent like you normally get in the question, but it's almost like an aqua color. It reminds me like seawater. So again, look at two differences. Like the typical is very, very blue, but then you're gonna have this color is more of like a toned down aqua, which is really cool. It almost looks to have like some kind of this, like, I don't know, like a marbling effect. I'll get you guys a closer look, but it just reminds me of water, which is really cool. You're gonna still have Reebok down the center with the Reebok Vector logo. And so everything else, like, it's pretty standard question, but it has some cool features that just make it stand out. And again, different from the ones we see here. Now, you guys let me know. Did you know about Allen Iverson's love for football? Do you like this question? Do you like questions? Like, will you be picking these up? Because they will release on November 6th at Reebok.com and all of the foot sites. So at Foot Locker, Footaction, Champs, those sites will be carrying it as well along with stores. So you'll be able to pick your pair up there. And personally, this is going to be one that's rocking the fall. I like the color scheme. I like the materials used, and you just can't beat that. You put good materials and a good nice colorway, you can't beat it. It's an easy wear. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Do you guys like them? Are you trying to get a pair? Because I would just love to hear about it, love to talk about it with you guys. Now, please go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit all those fancy things on the buttons below, because that helps me to bring these videos to you guys. And I want to say thank you for everyone who came and turned out for the last video for our first giveaway. I did announce the winner already, and by the time I guess this video is actually up, that person's been notified. Everyone, just again, thank you. Hope to do another one here in the future. But just thanks for rocking with the videos. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for supporting Sneaker History as well. And the guys appreciate it there as well. If you haven't yet, join our Discord. There's some great conversations with some great listeners, some great people. Just appreciate you guys as always. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MadWatcher789. Follow Sneaker History at sneakerhistory.com and listen to the Sneaker History podcast that releases every Monday and Thursday. Now, again, big thank you to Reebok for sending these bad boys out. And until next time, guys, see ya.